I'm Jocelyn Bamford. I wanted to thank you for attending, and it's so heartening to see the same people coming out year and year, and then new people coming to join us. And as a business owner, I have to tell you, when you feel support from politicians and from regular folks and from other businesses, together we can achieve a lot. I want to thank our new president, Catherine Swift, and I'll take you back to about 5 years ago when I was sitting in the parking lot at Automatic Coding, our company, and I heard Catherine and Buzz Hargrove going at it on the morning drive-in on John Oakley's show. And I said to myself, man, if we could get Catherine Swift to head up the coalition, there's nothing that we couldn't do. So thank you, Catherine. You're taking us to new heights, and we're thrilled. So we started our organization because we felt like there was no voice for small to medium-sized business in this country. We found that business associations were more interested in supporting large woke corporations, NGOs, and government than they were about saving jobs, prosperity, and ensuring a competitive business environment. The coalition came together because we realized that Canada was becoming an increasingly uncompetitive place to operate a business. Unaffordable energy, carbon tax, the new legislation on capital gains, which is literally cuckoo bananas, and mounting red tape, just to name a few, forced many companies like ours to grow in other jurisdictions. We just opened a plant in Suffolk, Virginia. After many years of the government, the US government and the US Navy we do a lot of work for, convincing us to move. And we finally felt the pressure so much. But we will continue to support Canada and the Canadian workforce, and we'll continue to push for change so that we see the competitive environment that we see in the United States. So I wanted to thank you all for coming out. This evening has always been about courage. If we want politicians to support small to medium-sized business, then we have to speak up. We must tell those people that tell us that we should go along to get along. No, we are not going to do that. We're going to speak our minds, and we're going to demand better. And we're going to demand better not only for our companies, our employees, but also for all Canadians and our children, because that is what it's all about. It's about our children. And the two premiers that we've selected for our game changer are people that support our children, and they support parents' rights. So I encourage you to find courage like you have by showing up tonight and being vocal about policies that affect us and our ability to grow, and to support freedom, liberty, and the ability to have opposing opinions and critical thought and prosperity in our country. I want to thank Catherine, our board, our two volunteers. We have two retired admin volunteers, and they could be choosing to just spend their retirement watching TV or reading books, but instead they choose to support us and keep us going. So thanks to them. Want to also thank the Guild. The Guild has been a great place for us to hold our coalition. The staff is second to none, and the food is always wonderful. I want to thank our supporters that donate to our cause, our families that support us, our mentors. We can't do this without you. And then finally, I want to say a few words about Rex. I have been so blessed in this position to meet some amazing people that I call friends. So from the Premier of Alberta, Danielle Smith, to meeting these two wonderful premiers, getting to know Minister Sakaria. There's been so many mentors and people that have supported us, but nobody has meant as much to me as Rex. And he was wonderful and funny, and I was so honored to be introduced to him for lunch about 5 years ago, and I was in awe of him. He always spoke his mind, he always spoke directly, and he is one of a kind, a Canadian treasure, and his loss is immeasurable. So if you would raise your glasses, I know he's looking down on us. Raise your glass, one for Rex, to Rex. In closing, I would just like you to remember the words of Ronald Reagan, who said, "We are never one generation from losing democracy." And we have to fight for it. We have to fight for our kids. We have to fight for our prosperity. We have to demand better in policies, and we need prosperity. So here's to all of you for showing up to do just that.